They're sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Jabril Cox there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Forced out to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A disappointing the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. But the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action now. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Off the play fake, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd and goal, Prescott toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
To throw here. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now it's 2nd and 9. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
On the handoff, Gainwell. Gainwell a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Osa Odighizuwa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. $13 yards remaining on second down. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Gay's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Prescott to throw. A dump off to Elliott. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Not much there, only a yard. Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.